If you clicked on this because of the thumbnail, you probably are about to hate me. But as we all know, thumbnails are so important in order to get people to click on your video, so I had to do what I thought was best so I could get this message out to as many people as possible. There are so many people who put their stories on YouTube, and a lot of these people are people that have struggled with eating disorders, particularly anorexia. You will see my anorexia story with pictures. Trigger warning. A lot of people have asked me to make my anorexia story. I have told my story several times. I have it on my website. In the captions of my Instagram photos, I usually will write a little bit about my recovery and how it goes and all that kind of stuff. So, for people that want to know my story, basically they just want to know my story with pictures. A couple things. I will never ever be putting my story on YouTube. These videos, they're 15 minutes long. It's just a slideshow of photos with some text in between, kind of showing how the eating disorder progressed. In my opinion, those videos are pointless. All they do is show the physical side effects of an eating disorder. That does not tell someone's story. The real recovery happens in your mind and in your heart, and the way you look is honestly just a side effect of all of that. It does nobody any good to see your anorexia story in pictures. In fact, a lot of these videos are just extremely triggering, and that is it. A lot of these people will go into detail about what they did to lose the weight. I only ate this much a day. I exercised this much. Why is that helpful for anyone? If anything, you are only perpetuating eating disorders. Possibly taking an innocent person who would have otherwise never developed an eating disorder and putting the idea in their brain that, oh, this is easy. I can just eat less. I can just go running a bunch. Had it not been for this video detailing someone's daily life with anorexia, they would have been fine. I think a lot of times people will make their anorexia story just, I don't want to say for attention, but yeah, for attention. They just want to show how sick they got, how skinny they got. They want approval for their new, maybe larger bodies. I mean, if you want to know my story, I have posted a few transformation photos on my Instagram and on my blog. There's a lot of people that will say even that is not good. That's not good for anyone to see. I personally think photos are a little different, especially when there's an explanation below the photo as to what was going on in my mind, which is why whenever I post a photo, transformation photo of myself during my eating disorder versus today or post-eating disorder, I leave long captions of what was going on in my mind and what I was dealing with and the emotions and the anxiety, depression, just how hard it was. Because it's more than just a skinny body. It's more than just hip bones and a thigh gap and not eating and running. Those are just symptoms of an eating disorder. But the real eating disorder is totally inside of you. I felt like I had to make this video because I've gotten more subscribers recently, and a lot of them have reached out to me and said they struggle with an eating disorder too, and they want to know, they want to see pictures of me at my lowest, and how much did I weigh when I was my lowest, and blah blah blah. I don't think that's helpful for anyone. That is just perpetuating the illness. You could not pay me money to go through my camera roll on my laptop or whatever and find photos for the 2 years that I was sick with an eating disorder, 2 to 3 years if you consider like the year of recovery and everything, that show like the whole process, like, and then adding the text in between. Like, you could not pay me to do that. It just sounds like torture, and that sounds like something I do not want to do. Yeah, people would watch that. Man, that video, if I made that video, easily get tons more views and subscribers. But that is not helping anyone. I like to share my message of recovery, and I like to do that with, sometimes I talk about it in my videos, not so much. Mostly that's on my website and my blog where I talk about recovery and what my recovery looked like. And lately I haven't been doing much of that because I've been sick with this other illness, this autoimmune disease, so that's been my focus, has been on trying to get better from that. I do want to get back into making more recovery videos and helping you guys with what goes on in your brain. It's not helpful for anyone to sit and watch a video on YouTube where you start somewhere, you get skinnier and skinnier, maybe the recovery is shown in the video. That only makes people, number one, the people who don't know about eating disorders and they're not educated on them, it reinforces the stigma that eating disorders are all about being super skinny and just not eating and just a girl who cares too much about what she looks like. And that's bad, because we don't want that. As people who have suffered with eating disorders, we don't want people to think that that's what they are about, because that's not what they're about. I had no desire to get any skinnier when I developed an eating disorder. I was already super skinny and super small. Nothing to do with that. And then there's a second group of people who are vulnerable and possibly have the genetic makeup to where they can watch that video, be triggered by it somehow, and that causes them to develop an eating disorder. You don't want either of those things. I can't think of a good outcome of someone watching one of those videos. I've seen them. I don't feel any more empowered to stick to my recovery after watching someone just show me a bunch of pictures of their emaciated body. I don't know. I'm open to your guys' thoughts on this, and I kind of want to know what you guys think about those kinds of videos. So just let me know down below what you guys think. But those are my thoughts, and that's why I will not be making my anorexia story with pictures. Really sorry about the thumbnail if you're thinking, wow, you are an idiot because you just talked about how you weren't going to do that. I just wanted you to click on the video. I'm going to be honest. This is me being honest. I'm pretty brutally honest all the time. If I would have titled this, Why I'm Not Going to Make My Anorexia Story, without pictures, no one would click on it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Just don't do anything. I don't know. Comment below maybe that I'm stupid and you don't like me. Subscribe if you're not already, and stay tuned because I have some really great ideas for videos. Got a lot of juices flowing in my brain today. It's gonna be good. I was thinking of something to say, and so I just froze, but then I couldn't think of anything to say, so I'm just not gonna say anything. Panda, 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 panda. Oh, my boss texted me. I feel like this lighting isn't very good. Bye!